Today we're making these super easy to make chocolate mousse dessert cups. From top to bottom, we're making a delicious chocolate ganache, followed by a thick chocolate mousse, a creamy dreamy cheesecake filling in the middle, another layer of chocolate mousse, and finally a delicious cookie crust. An ingredients list and directions are also posted down below in the video's description box. To get started, let's make the crust. We need 1 cup of finely crushed Oreo cookies without the filling. For this recipe, I am making more than one batch in this video, but as I call things out, the measurements will be for just one single batch. A single batch can make anywhere from 10 to 12 desserts depending on the size of your dessert cup. Using a food processor, crush the cookies until they're nice and fine. This looks good. We need 1 cup of finely crushed Oreos for a single batch. Next, we need 3 tablespoons of melted butter and 1.5 tablespoons of sugar. While the butter is melting, I like to mix these two ingredients together. Add in the melted butter and give that a good stir until everything looks well mixed. If you're interested in these dessert cups, there is a link down below in the video's description box. To fill the cups, we're going to drop in 1 heaping tablespoon of the prepared cookie crust. To pack it down, grab another dessert cup, place it down into the cup and press down firmly. This should pack the cookie crust. Repeat for each one. Let's make the cheesecake filling. We're going to need 2 tablespoons of freshly squeezed lemon juice. To a bowl, add in 1 8-ounce container of softened cream cheese, the 2 tablespoons of fresh lemon juice we just squeezed, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 3/4 cup of powdered sugar. We're going to mix this until everything looks nice and creamy. Since these are going in mini dessert cups, it's important we thoroughly mix the cream cheese. We don't want any lumpies. Give it a good scrape with the old spatula, and once you're sure everything looks well mixed, set that off to the side for just a moment. To another bowl, we're going to add in 1 cup of heavy cream. We're going to mix this until it's nice and fluffy. Once it is nice and fluffy, we're going to fold in that cream cheese mixture. Once it looks nice and combined, we're going to toss it in a large piping bag and then put it in the fridge until we're ready to assemble. Next is the chocolate mousse. To a pot on the stove over medium heat, we need 1/4 cup of salted butter, 1/4 cup of water, and 3.5 cups of mini marshmallows. Treat this as you would homemade Rice Krispies. Let the marshmallows completely mix before adding in the next ingredient, which is the chocolate. If you add in the chocolate right away, the chocolate will melt way quicker than the marshmallows. And in my experience, it just makes the marshmallow melting experience take twice as long. Once they are fully melted, add in the 9 ounces of semi-sweet chocolate chips. Mix until fully combined. Then take the pot off the burner and let it cool down until warm, about 7 to 10 minutes. While that's cooling, to a bowl add in 1 cup of heavy cream and beat until fluffy. Also, before we forget, add in 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Same as before, once it's nice and fluffy, fold in the chocolate mixture and mix until fully incorporated. And just like the cheesecake mixture, add it to a piping bag. Okay, now we're ready to assemble. Grab a cup, grab your mousse, and pipe in a generous amount. If you want your layer to have a nice smooth top, you can tap the cup on the counter or do little light drops like I'm doing. It's not necessary, but it does sort of help even things out a little bit. For the next layer, grab the cheesecake filling and apply the same piping method. Apply even pressure, starting from one corner, making your way to each corner and ending in the middle. Apply a final layer of chocolate mousse to the top of the cheesecake filling, being sure to leave just enough room for that chocolate ganache. Unfortunately, I did lose that footage, the preparing of the chocolate ganache, but it is super simple to make. You just dump everything into a bowl and mix with a whisk. You'll need 1/4 cup of melted butter, 1/4 cup of hot water, 1/4 cup of unsweetened cocoa powder, 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 2 cups of powdered sugar. See, super simple. If at any point it starts to set up on you, you can toss it in the microwave for just a few seconds. You shouldn't need more than 20 seconds. Again, we're going with a piping bag here, but for this, there really isn't any piping going on. It more or less is just flowing from the bag. Still, I think it keeps the area cleaner than going back and forth with a spoon. And lastly, while the ganache is still wet, top your dessert with a simple chocolate heart. And how cute is that? Definitely rich. If you have a chocolate lover in your life, this is definitely the dessert of choice. Here's an ingredients list. As I mentioned earlier, everything is listed down below in the video's description box for your convenience. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out, and I'll see you all in the next video.